Everton is on the move, and it's not just behind the scenes at Goodison Stadium. There are hot negotiations, players undergoing tests, multi-million-dollar options emerging, and even a big-name suggestion that, if it comes through, could change the club's status. But will David Moyes' team be able to come out on top in this race against time and against Premier League giants? Today we'll show you who could have one foot in Finch Farm, who could be leaving, and which player could be the big game changer this transfer window. So subscribe to the channel, and stay until the end, because there's a lot going on, and you, Everton fan, need to be in the know. Hayden Hackney, a 23-year-old midfielder from Middlesbrough, is being sought after by Tottenham, Manchester United, and, of course, Everton. His name has grown enormously in this market. Last season alone, he made 43 appearances, scored 5 goals, and provided 3 assists for Boro, a modern, technical player who pleases David Moyes for his reading of the game and intensity in midfield. The detail is that Hackney has a knee injury, but don't worry. According to specialist Dr. Rajpal Brar, it's a minor one with no risk of a future medical examination. He was only rested as a precaution in preseason. The real concern isn't his physical condition, it's his mental state. Behind the scenes, there's already talk that Hackney may be waiting for Tottenham to make an official offer. And so, fans, the question arises, is it worth pursuing a player who already has another club in mind? Or is it time to turn the page? With Hackney showing signs of preferring Spurs, Everton could turn to a player who offers immediate impact. Douglas Luiz, the Brazilian, with Premier League experience, is in the club's sights, and he fits perfectly with the club's urgent need for a dynamic midfielder who can deliver in the first round. The point is clear. With a limited budget, you can't go wrong. And if Hackney is undecided, Everton needs to act intelligently. The current situation demands focus and assertiveness. There's no room for bets that aren't 100% committed to Moyes' project. And speaking of reinforcements, another name that was in the pipeline, Southampton's Tyler Dibbling, ended up meeting resistance. The club rejected the initial offer. However, an alternative is already on the table: Ipswich Town's Omari Hutchinson. The suggestion came from Gabriel Agbonlahor during TalkSport, who also mentioned 2 other interesting names: Josh Brownhill, formerly of Burnley, and Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, currently at Chelsea but with few prospects there. Hutchinson, valued at $35 million, would be a strong addition to play as a winger and add pace to the attack. The board wants to build a competitive squad, and Moyes has already made it clear that he intends to bring in 9 reinforcements. That's right, 9. And if time is running out, Everton needs to step up now. But if there's one name that's really moving fans, and the entire market, it's Jack Grealish. According to behind-the-scenes reports, Moyes is considering a loan move to Manchester City, a bold, ambitious idea, and one that, if implemented, would completely change the outlook for the transfer window. Of course, it's a difficult, complex negotiation that requires patience, but the mere fact that Grealish is being considered shows the depth of the Friedkin Group's intentions. The club wants to grow, and quickly. While reinforcements aren't forthcoming, the current squad remains exposed. The defeats in the summer series exposed the group's fragility, and Agbonlahor didn't hold back in his criticism. He mentioned names like Beto, Barry, McNeil, and Ndiaye, but emphasized that there's still a lack of depth, especially in midfield. Moyes currently has Idrissa Gueye, Carlos Alcaraz, and James Garner, but the consensus is it's still not enough. With several departures since June, the squad has lost depth and experience, and the away debut against Leeds is just around the corner. If Everton wants to respond on the pitch, the time to act is now. Everton fans have every right to demand it, because this isn't just about reinforcements. This is a project that requires swift, accurate execution, demonstrating the club's learning from recent years. The ambition is already in the words. Now it needs to be reflected in the actions. So, fans, between Hackney and Douglas Luiz, who would you prioritize? Does Omari Hutchinson excite you as an attacking option? And what about Grealish? Do you believe in this bombshell? Comment below, because the voice of the Blue Nation needs to be heard. If you enjoyed the video, like it, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so you don't miss anything from this window that still promises a lot of upheaval.